nanotechnology. The most topic, the highly, this is very important topic in nanotechnology by means of what are the web systems we are using in the mechanical system. Now we are explaining thoroughly. First of all, web formation by mechanical system. The mechanical principle dry lead web formation involves the conventional methods of fiber processing on machines. These machines have cording effects such as cording machines of different types, sandwich laying of the obtained webs in the direction of desired orientation of the fibers in the end product. This type of mechanical systems, the opening of fibers, raw materials, and web formation are part of the conventional spinning technique. The sandwich laying of webs into fiber webs of required properties for the desired orientation of the fibers in the webs can be achieved in either of the ways indicated in the figures. In this discontinuous web laying system, endless conveyors. This is the cording machine. This is the feed rollers, and cylinder doffer. From this cording only the passage of material will process. Cording means the individualization of fibers, opening and cleaning, and conversion of fibers to sliver formation. Here, after the conversion of sliver formation of the lab, they can be conveyor belt for the transportation of feeding and laying system. Web laying system is like a parallel laying system, means side by side laying systems of a lab. If the web end and wind into the winding onto the web laying conveyor, lastly onto the take-up roller, and laying of web coming from tandem cords. Tandem cords is the one of the most high quality of the nonwoven fabrics. There are three tandem cording systems, that is called as one another, two, second another, third. From the blending of the lap is very high and thickness is also very high, and by the tandem cord systems the opening and cleaning will be very high, and there is a trash content is very low, and the formation of the web system is very thick. Laying of web coming from cords arranged by side. The tandem cord is nothing but totally the web laying system is continuously formation. In this laying system is web arranged by side means 3 layers at a time will be combined at last stage of the fibers web laying. And discontinuous web laying on the lap forming machine. In this discontinuous web laying means the conveyor belt from the web is formation, and this B is called as the stripping rollers and forming the machine of the laying of web. And web laying in a continuous production line. Web laying on a vertical web layer in a continuous production line means here the inclined web laying system is there. Here the web laying is going to say around 65 degrees of the lap formation, and feed belt is passing through, and again it continues a vertical layer, continuous production laying, parallel laying systems, and it forms to the C and wind up to the take-up roller. Web laying system on a horizontal web layer in a continuous production line. These layers are very horizontal continuous production line. The web is forming to the 4 conveyor belts, and after that the calendaring effect will be introduced in these layers. And the pneumatic systems of wet laying. The pneumatic systems web forming machines have high output with the latest model attaining 500 to 1000 kg per hour. They have the chief advantage of processability of short and very short fibers with as a minimum waste. And general specifications of pneumatically formed web. In this web have a laminated or flasky structure. The thin layer of fibers deposited on the receiving surface in short time is not uniform. The varying flow in the individual points has an effect on the fiber orientation. The methods and equipments cannot be produced isotropic fiber webs. The structure of the fiber web cannot be characterized by the surface orientation of the fibers only. Special pneumatic web forming machines, a limited number of textile machinery makes are now producing these machines. There are difficult types of machines, Randall Weber and DCS machines and spooner dyers and pneumatic machines. This is the web formation random machines. Then this conveyor belts and inclined lattice, and it is a feeding stock, and this is the pneumatic. By the air only the fibers are forming. After that they travel by traveling this conveyor belts, the fibers are formation, the web formation, and enters into the take-up rollers. Fiber condensing on the screen drum of the Randall Weber machine. In this, A is called as a conveyor belt, and this is the rollers are called as a feeding roller of the fibers, and B is a cylindrical cylinder, and it is the opposite direction of the feed rollers. The feeding is a beating action and opening and cleaning. After that, Randall Weber screen drum is totally on the screen only the web is formation. After that, the thin layer of the web is formed into the take-up roller. In wet laying, wet laying is a process of principle of formation of a fibrous layers, or in the papers making industry. A sheet is based on drift position of a uniform fibrous layers form a fiber dispersion onto a screen on its successive dewatering. The typical representation of the technicals are illustrated in figures. The machines generally used are paper making machine, white mashed root former machines. Wet formation by electrostatic systems. In electrostatic systems, electrocharges are used to form a uniform fibrous layer. The electrostatic charges are generated between two conveniently placed electrodes. The system also makes it possible to influence the arrangement of the fibers and their planary systems. And figure shows back the electrostatic suction removal of surplus fibers at G, and the pneumatic suction removal to surplus about. The fibrous layers in which the fibers are perpendicular to the backing is called as flock print. The production rate is 10 meters per minute with a whip surface as around 10 grams per square centimeters. Summary: we have discussed the following methods of web formation: the mechanical methods, pneumatic methods, hydraulic wet laying, drift depositions systems, and electrostatic systems. These are the methods of web formation by different techniques to implement in the non-wovens for the different kinds of applications are useful. Drift decomposition formation is laying of the dry laying method, frequently asked questions. Okay, thank you.